Hello tubes, here's another lawnmower. One of my ads I had for selling the Toro with the Craftsman engine, somebody responded, it was after I had already sold the mower, asking if it was available. I told him it wasn't, I had just sold it, and he asked me about this one, and he says it shakes a lot, and we chatted, and I told him it could be either a bad blade or a bent crankshaft, and he had already tried a new blade and it didn't fix it, so it looks like this has a bent crankshaft. And I told him I'll come get it. No, I don't want no questions. I'll come get it and I'll reuse it for parts. And it was fine, so he went ahead and put it outside, and I went over and picked it up. He did inquire if I had any other lawnmowers ready. I said, I had a few that were close, but I haven't tested them yet due to lack of grass to test it with. The other ones I just sold, I tested them last season. I mean, here's my grass. This is at the end of March. I think I've mowed once, and that's it. With this cold, the Bermuda isn't coming, hasn't come back yet. So I'm gonna go take a look at this and see if it has a bent crank, or if I just have to, take the blade off and balance it, see if that's it. And if it has a bent crank, there's not much I can do about it. It's like use it for parts. But I got a good deck. Checking this over. The air filter looks okay. So one of these auto choke has a fuel cutoff. There is fuel in it. It didn't smell bad. Let's check the oil. Checking the oil here, and hopefully I'll get a tripod soon for this, so it makes it less shaky. Oil is in it. Yeah, it's in it. It doesn't look too bad. So, let's give this a pull and see what happens. I'm gonna get my third hand. Third hand in place. Take this outside. Don't really have a ventilated area to run equipment. And let's see. It's not locked up, so. It didn't start. So let's try some of this carburetor cleaner into the spark plug hole. See, carburetor cleaner. See how this thing goes. Yeah, it is shaking. May have a slight bend in the crank. I'll take the blade off and balance it and see if that's that. But what I just did was a common technique you need to do to get your lawnmower running for the first mow of the season. I forgot to go over it. This mower, it's a Honda GCV 160 on a Troybilt TB-130. It's a 3-in-1. There's no bag with it. And this is an auto choke system, Honda engine. So yeah, for those who are interested, here's the specific model number. So I'll go through this and see if it's what's up with it. Hello tubes, I'm down here in my basement now. This is that blade off of that free mower I got, the Honda, or the Honda powered Troybilt. Now looking at it, maybe it was shaking a lot. Looking at it, this side looks okay. This side, on the other hand, Well, this side looks a little bit, maybe bent a little bit, maybe okay. But let's this is my blade balancer. You can see it goes to the one side. You turn it over. Sorry, that noise in the background is my dog. She's probably seeing somebody outside. So that is not balanced. That's what that's for. Okay, well, I did my initial swipe at it. You can see this side here is lighter than this side, so I got to take off more material on this side. And eventually, trial and error, you'll get something close. So, well, still took off some more, and it's still not balanced, as you can see. It maybe that just needs a new blade. I think I have a used one that might be good enough to put on there to just to verify if if it still shakes with a good blade. What I got here is a good used blade. It is balanced, but it's 20 inches. I can still stick it on this deck, and let's see if this thing shakes anymore after this. But this blade I know is good. Now with that other blade on it, let's see if this thing shakes some more. It may have a small bend in the shaft, but let's see. Maybe it's just a blade, and I just got to go buy a new blade. That's 21-inch size. Not shaking. So I just need to go in a new blade. Oh, dude, this is back with this trade-in Troybilt with a Honda engine with a fused shaft on it. I mean, fused blade adapter. I had to order this 2-jar puller from Amazon. This is what you do: is you stick a bolt that's smaller and longer in diameter to what's normally in there, and you get this a 2-jar puller, and you tighten this up, and then you do this, and it pushes down on this into the shaft, and it pulls it out when they're basically fused. I tried everything to get this off, and it wouldn't come out. Let's see how this goes. I just got this blade adapter off. This is the trade-in I got. Looking at the blade adapter here, you see that in there on the left? It looks like the key broke off. Here it is. I mean, it's supposed to, one of these is supposed to look like, it's supposed to look sort of like this. I don't know if this one will fit it, but that's what it's supposed to look like. And all the nubs are broken off. How I got this off was, imagine it being on like that. Used a 2-jar puller. And I had to buy, this is just went to the local hardware store, picked up a couple of these flathead bolts that are with a Phillips head, so that the tip of this puller, this is actually a gear puller, can basically lodge itself in the center there. I had to get a longer one. The first one I was using, this is what it looked like after I got done with it. It's all bent up, you can see. And then you use a wrench to do that, but it was so hard to get. I actually had to use my breaker bar to turn it, and then you keep the shaft from turning. I had to use a set of locking jar pliers. I can't, tongue tied today. So hopefully I have another blade adapter. If not, I'll have to go buy one.